glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To Davis. They were all over it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Running behind that left side. A disastrous play stopped well behind the line. He'll lose 9.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right side, it's Turner. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense.
Makes the grab in their space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Shakes off the defender. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times in the game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
On target over the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now they'll try the right side. Pass to 6. Got a little grass. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Delayed handoff. It's Simon.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's Turner. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his prime.
He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy that...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. The defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's got the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rush right in his face. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Finds his target. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Defense in press coverage. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make...
Scores on the sneak.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out wide right, it's Polk.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Caught over the middle. It's Powell. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Hits inside. It's Turner. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
On the move, it's Turner. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And off from the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Right side, it's Turner. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Trying to run, it's Turner. They put the brakes on him.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Still looking. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. And the defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs to key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Lets it fly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's Missouri engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Oklahoma Alabama State, hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Turning it on. He takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second and long here.
Here we go, ready.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Handoff to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tells to fake. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Stopped right there.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snap in the shotgun. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff to the lone back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. On the draw, it's Simon. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Plows his way ahead. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra step.
Caught! Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Davis.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football, and that's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. We're not trying to ISO a corner and get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
They're all over him. Quarterback gets past the marker. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just feeds the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Simon. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Unloads it left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The give to Davis. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Long way to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Boley. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Out wide left, it's Davis. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gets the back moving. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hughes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force-feed you the football.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7th. Going to the run, it's Davis. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
Number 97, set to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Delayed handoff. It's Simon. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Simon. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Can't get him to the ground. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job.